All right. Very good morning to every one of us. Good morning, good morning, good morning to everybody. I hope we had a restful night. Okay, so I can see a lot of us on. I can see. All right. Please, Mr. Labi Samson, kindly remove yourself from video. Please remove it from video so we'll be able to see. It's not going to be distorting the eyes. Thank you. Kindly do that. Thank you. Okay, so Mr. Labi Samson, good morning. Mr. Alibode said good morning. Anthony Kayode, good morning. AY, you can see Babatunde Abolade. I can see um, Christiana's iPhone. I can see Daniel Egensi. I can also see Ekpemski. I can see Gaia Matthew. Good Friday, Asemuta, Idris Badamasi, Jacob Oladimeji, Jonathan. I can also see Mike. I can see Okoro Siktos, Onyinye Otuba, Agungbade, Rotimi, Abejoye, Temitope, Akin Dele. I can see William Ajay and Yusuf Rashidat. Okay, I'm saying a very good morning to every one of you. It's nice having you this morning for this morning's market review. So I'm going to be our pilot for this morning's MMR. My name still remains Joshua Akadiola Komi Joshua, aka Josh FX. You understand? So yes, I know that I don't know, maybe you can hear me loud and clear, but to make it even for us, kindly go to the chat box and drop your message there if you can hear me loud and clear. So I'll know that yes, you can hear me loud and clear. So if you can hear me loud and clear, please go to my chat box and drop the message loud and clear. So I'll know that yes, you all can hear me clearly. You understand? So it means if I can get that message, I'll be able to get have the full notion that if it's not clear from your own end, it means it's your network. Okay, I'm seeing a response from Idris Badamasi saying loud and clear, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. Idris. Mr. Ekpemski is also saying loud and clear. Wonderful, interesting. Thank you, thank you, thank you to Mr. Ekpemski and Mr. Idris Badamasi. So if you're not hearing me clearly from your end, it means it's the issue is not from my own end, does not lie with us. So it means it's your network. I'll kindly advise maybe change your location to be able to hear us clearly or hear me clearly, loud and clear. All right, so this morning we'll be talking about what is happening in the market and envisage how the market is going to be for today, because today is going to be the end of the week, and we all know that yes, the market is going to be closing by the end of the day. You understand? So before that time, we could still make some little profits for ourselves. Never say never. You understand? Okay, so we'll look at what is going to happen fundamentally today, and we'll see some other reactions that we expect to see. Also, we'll look at the market technically, and by the time we get to see the market, we'll look at the currency aspect, commodity aspect, and also the indices part. And then opportunities will be given to us to ask questions, or maybe we'll drop our or the instruments you want us to look at and try and analyze to see which direction do we feel it's most likely going to tilt towards. You understand? Okay. So first thing first, we'll start with fundamentals. I'm going to be sharing my screen so we'll be able to see it and we'll pick it up from there. Mr. Babatunde Abolade, please kindly remove yourself from video. Please kindly close your window so it's not going to be distorting the screen. Thank you very much. Okay. So we'll start with fundamentals, like I said. So let me share my screen so we'll see some certain things and we'll work from there. All right. So first thing first. Now on the chart, and I believe you all can see my screen from your end. Forex Factory, and we can see as of this morning, the only volatile news we had is on GBP saying the retail sales, but the other ones are medium impact. That's the CNY, which came out by 3 a.m. Yes, although we do not have that currency on our own platform here, CNY. Yes, but we might have it on other platform, but on our own platform yet it's not there. Rather, what we have is JPY. Okay, and based on information that I've seen over time, could also see that even whenever there are some information on CNY, there are times that we have reactions on the Japanese yen too. Okay, then by 2:30 we'll be expecting a news on the building permits in USD. That's by 2 p.m. in 2:30 p.m. So yes, that might move, it might not move, nobody knows. But yes, we know that whenever information is being given, there's always a reaction to the market. So as of this morning, the only one we had, the only high impact news we have coming out this morning by 8 was on GBP retail sales. So yeah, let's see. It came out negative for GBP. So it's expected to sell, right? So let's look at let me share my screen and see what GBP USD is saying. Let's see. Okay, GBP USD is actually respecting the information that sell, and it's actually selling based on what we're seeing on candle zero. Now we'll discover that yes, that market is selling. So for all those that must have entered sell as at when the news was released, exactly by 8 a.m., they should be making some profits for themselves now. Yes, profits for themselves now. You understand? So I know a lot of us want, for those that are in the market want to ask, where should I stop? Where should I stop? Seriously, we don't have, you know, this certain amount or the particular amount you have in your account. You understand? So what I will just say is this, from my own point of view: once you see an amount that you're okay with, you can go out of the market. You understand? Once you're satisfied with what you've made, you can go out of the market. You understand? But from the information we're given, that the news came out bad for GBP, and yes, it is actually respecting it. It is what it is selling. You understand? The market is selling on GBP USD is selling, and I'm very sure if we look at other currency pairs with GBP, it should work in that line. So let's look at GBP JPY and see if it's respecting the same information. Okay, GBP JPY, the same thing. It's also what it's also selling. Let's see GBP. Let's look at GBP CHF and see what is happening there too. Is it selling? Let's see. So that's also going to help us to know what is happening in the market. GBP CHF on the same line to also selling. Okay, let's look at okay, I can see GBP PLN here. Okay, let's look at GBP PLN. Let's see what it's saying to GBP PLN. Is it selling or what? Okay. Is it respecting the information of the news? Yes, but not moving with full volatility. You understand? There's no volatility on that. So there might be one of those reasons. Okay, let's look at Euro GBP. So if GBP being the major instrument here and a major pair on GBP JPY, GBP USD is selling on Euro GBP, we should expect the market to buy. So let's see, is it respecting the information too? And yes, Euro GBP actually went up. So yes, in fact, from the information we are seeing as of this morning, it gapped up on Euro GBP. Yes, it gapped up. If you look at your candle one, if you look at candle one, look at where it closed. Candle one was a bearish candle, and immediately it closed, which was the exact time by 8. That was when the news got released. Look at what it did. It spiked up. So it showed that yes, it was that's a good move on Euro GBP. So for those that traded Euro GBP, GBP, Euro GBP, yes, and they went for buy, they should be in profit. Then the likes of GBP JPY, GBP USD, GBP JPY, GBP CHF, those that went on sell on that particular pair, yes, they should also be in profit. So that's the major news for today on news when it comes to news. You understand? Okay, let's go back to my browser. Let's see on forexfactory.com. That's the major news we have today on currencies. You understand? That's the major news we have today on currencies. As at yesterday, the major news we had was on we had AUD, employment change and unemployment rate. Then we had that of core retail sales by 2:30 p.m. And it also came out bearish all through, except for the Philly Fed manufacturing index, which came out green. But yes, based on the information we saw, there was a strong move around 2:30 based on that information. You understand? It came out bearish for the US dollars all through. And there was a massive movement, a movement around that time yesterday. So yes, today the massive news. Let's cross our hands and see by 2:30 The building permit could also move the market. So by 2:30, let's look out for what the actual is going to be. Is it going to be green, saying that we should buy USD, or red, which is sell, or is going to come out neutral? Let's hold our hands and see. Let's wait till then. Nobody can actually say this is how it's going to be. We only can emphasize that this is the direction we're expecting the market price to go. Okay. All right. So let's go to the chart now and see what is going to happen technically. But lest I forget, by Monday, we'll have President Donald Trump being back in office fully as what? The President of the United States. And yes, we should also expect that the market is going to move. There will be volatility in the market. So I will use this opportunity to just encourage most of us that maybe you don't have enough funds in your trading account. Kindly fund your trading account. The market will surely move. You understand? The market is surely going to move. I might not be able to emphasize or give us the direct direction of the market, saying whether it's going to go up or go down. But one thing is for sure, the market is going to move. So what I would just advise is fund your trading account and just be expectant. Once it's on the 20th, which is on Monday, once the market begins to move, you can follow the direction the market moves. You understand? Goes to, tilts towards. You understand? So if you fund your account, if it's tilting up, you follow it up. If it's going down, you follow it down. For those that don't have some good proceed in their accounts, they should also endeavor to do that to make some profits for themselves. You understand? It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful moment this season. Yes. All right. So let's go to the market and check what is happening technically, and begin to look at, do our own one or two juxtapose and the likes. Okay. All right. So I'm now sharing my chart so we'll see what is happening in the market. All right. So starting first, I'll start with Euro USD. Like we all know, Euro USD. That's my first currency pair. I love trading currencies anyway. So on Euro USD, basically based on what I'm saying as of this morning, yes, there was a little gap down on Euro USD based on what we're seeing on candle zero now. And I'm expecting the market to go down on Euro USD. Well, that's my own bias anyway, based on what I'm seeing. I'm expecting price to go down. But for a while now, you discover that price has actually ranged from this point and this particular point. Let me make you, in fact, let me make it fair. Just between these 2 points, you understand? But to make it fair to us, I would advise we hold on for price to break below this particular part. Once it's able to break below this section successfully, if it breaks below this section successfully, you understand, then we can go for what? Our full sell. If it goes down below this particular section that has been mapped out for us successfully, then we can go for what? Our full sell. You can go for your full sell. But if that is not the case, please kindly hold on. Once it gets into this particular zone, now this zone is a strong zone, allow price to go below it successfully. Once it breaks down successfully below this particular shaded part, then we can go for what? Our sell. I will emphasize that the price is going to what? Is going to sell. You understand? That's my own opinion on it based on what I'm saying this morning. And yes, I know for some of us, we might want to be aggressive. For those that want to be aggressive, well, you can go for the bearish movement. I, for one, I'm pitching my tent with the bears on Euro USD this morning. I'm pitching my tent with the bears. I'm expecting Euro USD to go where? To go down. That's my take on Euro USD. All right. GBP USD. On GBP USD, yes, GBP, the news came out bearish, and that has also battered the bearish movement, even though from the since morning it's been giving a bearish move. So let's hold on for this price to actually break below this zone too. If it breaks below this zone successfully, I'm also emphasizing a sell. I'm emphasizing a bearish movement, a continuation of this bearish movement if it's able to break below this particular part successfully. If it's able to break below this particular part successfully, I'm expecting price to get back down to this particular point. And around this zone, if price should break it further, if price should break this particular section further, then there's going to be a strong, massive what? Sell. If it breaks below this particular zone we're seeing continuously, then there's going to be a what? A massive sell. So coming down, my movement or my opinion on GBP USD is a sell. I'm envisaging a strong sell on GBP USD. Yes, I'm envisaging a strong sell. But hold on for it to break below this particular session. If it's able to break below this particular session, I believe you can all see my caution on this on the screen here. If it's able to break below this particular section here, then I'm expecting a massive drop on GBP USD. Yes, that's my own opinion or my bias on GBP USD. I'm expecting a drop in price. I'm expecting price to what? To sell. But if that is not the case, if price gets rejected at this particular zone, it could go back up. So let's hold on for it to break below it successfully and close below it successfully. Then we can do what? We can go for our sell. Okay. All right. So the next instrument I'll be looking at is USD CAD. Let's go to USD CAD and see what is happening. Let's go to USD CAD and see what exactly is happening in that market. Yes, USD CAD it is. I'm on USD CAD. All right, so on USD CAD, we discovered that price has actually been going up. You understand? And based on what we're seeing now, I'm expecting price to get to as high as this point here. I'm expecting price to get back to this point here. Yes. I'm expecting to get to this particular high. Hold on for price to break out of that zone. So you can hold on for price to break above it before you enter your buy and it gets up, or you wait for it to get to this particular session at the top here. Once it gets to that top there, then you look out for what? You look out for a bearish movement, because at this point is a supply zone. The last time price got to that particular section, it moved back. Price came down, you understand? So we should be envisaging around that point. Or price is a little bit, let's say price goes a little bit higher, a little bit, then we should expect what? A bearish movement. But all the same, on USD CAD, I'm expecting a bullish movement, a strong bullish movement. More so because we're going to be having more of like, let me say, a Trump movement in the market. A Trump movement in the market. Come what? Come Monday morning, we're going to be having more of a Trump movement in the market, because he's I'll say, being that he's the president of the US economy, and he's one of those people that his tweets influences the market. You understand? And because somebody that is strong, notable, is coming into play here, I emphasize that yes, it's going to be a strong move for the USD. Also, USD CAD, I'm pitching my tent with who? The bulls. I'm pitching my tent with the bulls on USD CAD. Thank you very much. All right. Okay, I can see our Labor Day. You said, what is the time for Trump inauguration? Please, you can go online to check for that. That's not it's not on me. Please just check online to see that. You understand? Some of this information, just go online to see some certain things about the US election or the inauguration. You get more information about it to know how the whole thing is going to work. Thank you very much on that. All right, so let's move to USD JPY. USD JPY. Okay, USD JPY, I'm on that. All right, USD JPY. I'm on USD JPY. And basically what we're seeing on USD JPY, we discovered price has been going down for a while and it has gotten to this particular support here. So I'm expecting for price to do what? To push up. Yes, I'm expecting a massive movement of price on USD JPY. This is on my 1 hour time frame. Okay, let me zoom out so we'll see some certain things. Now look at this. Look at this. Around this is where price got to. The last time around this point, there was a push up. The last time price got to that point, a push up. So now price has gotten there this time around. Is also expecting. The last time was last year around December time. Had some little push. Yeah, around December. Now, this year again. So it has gotten to that point, and I'm expecting what? I'm expecting price to push up. Yes, basically on USJPY, I'm expecting price to push up. Okay, so that's my take on USD JPY. I'm expecting price to push up. But if that is not the case, basically based on what we are saying, there should be There's a zone here. Let me map it out so we see it. There's a zone around this point. So if price is able to get to this point and does not break above this point, then we could have a continuation of the bearish movement. But if it's able to break above this particular, now the truth is once it gets to this part, there might be a little pullback, then a reversal back to the upside. Now, if it's able to push above this particular zone and it breaks above it successfully, there's going to be a massive push to the upside on USD JPY. But if the reverse is the case, then it's going to go back down, break below this particular zone here, and continue the bearish movement. But yes, on USD JPY, I'm also emphasizing what is movement for buy. I'm emphasizing a buy movement on USD JPY. All right, that's my take on USD JPY. Let's look at USD CHF. Let's see what is happening on USD CHF as of this morning. Okay, stay with us. USD CHF. All right. On USD CHF, yes, we can see what is happening. Price has moved up this morning and currently is at this particular zone. Before you go for a buy, if you want to buy, yes, if you want to buy, basically because it's showing a strong push to the upside, you want to buy, wait for price to break above this particular zone. If price is able to break above it successfully, then you can go for your buy. You can go for your buy. Actually, I would love to, I would even prefer to pitch my tent with the bulls. Yes, basically, I'll prefer to pitch my tent with the bulls. So I'm expecting price on USD CHF to do what, to go up. But basically, we shouldn't forget this is technicals and there's a zone around this point. We should also respect these zones because see, let me even put it to us clearly, straightforward. When it comes to the demand and the supply zone, the most obedient of them all is currencies. Currencies respect all these zones. They respect all these zones. You understand? In terms of the zones, buy, support, resistance, currencies respect all the zones. You understand? So please and please, I'll kindly advise you look at this zone here. If price is unable to break above this particular zone we're seeing here, then we should hold on. But once it breaks above it successfully, we can now push for our buy. You understand? Okay, Mr. Idris Badamasi, you're asking a question. He said, good morning. USD is showing bank holiday on Monday. Will USD still move? Yes. Now, one of the things we need to understand is this. Even on Saturdays, during weekends, in Nigeria here, I believe we all know that some of these banks do work. In fact, the major banks you see around the markets, yes, the general market, the big markets, you see that on Saturdays they are open. But the truth is this, on Saturday, is it that a lot of people go into the bank? No, you still see, yeah. So that they are on holiday doesn't mean USD is not going to move. It's going to move. It's going to move. It's just like this. Saturday and Sunday is not for retail traders. But you still see the big boys of the market, the institutional organizations, they still do one or two things even on weekends. And by Monday morning, you begin to see reactions in the market. You understand? So yes, the market is going to move. Now, bank holiday, the only reason why they're having that bank holiday is because of the inauguration of who? President Donald Trump, the incoming president. You understand? Not because of anything. But that doesn't mean that business is still not going to go on. Even as the inauguration is going on, a lot of people are still working, just that they are not going to be at the office physically. You understand? So it might mean the work is going to be a little bit reserved or slow or something. But yes, it's still going to be massive for the US economy. You understand? Based on what is going to happen. Yeah, that's that. I believe I've answered that question, Mr. Idris. Okay, so yeah, let's go to another instrument. Let's look at another instrument coming with us. Okay. Let's look at, in fact, let's go to commodities. Yes, I think we should go to commodities. On commodities, we are looking at gold. Let's look at gold. Let's look at gold. Gold. All right. Gold now. So looking at where price is on gold, you discover that gold has gotten to this particular high and it's dropping. Yes, it went up massively yesterday on gold. It went up massively yesterday on gold. Let me zoom out so we'll see some certain things. Look at it. until it got to this point. It got to this particular zone yesterday before it now started getting rejected again, close to this point. Can you see? Yes. So very, very close. Got to that point and it started dropping. So around this point, I'm expecting a massive drop on gold. I'm expecting a massive drop on gold. I'm expecting gold to sell. But yes, most of the time we on gold, we expect it to be bullish. It's more buy, buy, buy. But as of this moment, I'm expecting price to do what? Go for a bearish movement. So even if it's going to go for a bearish movement, let's hold on for price to break below this particular part. Then we can go for what? Sell. If we want to do that, hold on for price to break below this particular zone here. Because there's a zone around this point. Let's hold on for price to break below this particular zone here. Once it's able to break below it successfully, then we should emphasize our bearish move on gold. I'm expecting a bearish move on gold. That's my take. Gold, it should go for what? For sell. You understand? I'm expecting a bearish movement on sell. Okay. All right. I'm coming. Mr. Kinde Adetono, you said, hello, sir. The GBP USD bearish candle is on a verified resistance zone and it is expected to take a bull step in the next hour. Okay, I'm with you. Okay, I'm coming. Let's look at what you're saying on GBP USD. Let's see GBP USD. Now, this is it. First thing first, I'm on GBP USD. Where price is not a resistance, is a support, a demand zone. You understand? And this is one zone where price is currently is, where I am now, where my cushion is. In fact, let me shade it out so we'll see. Around this part we're seeing here is a zone. It's a demand zone, is a support zone. This next part you're seeing below here is also another demand zone. You understand? So currently where price is it's a bearish candle you're seeing. And the candle you're seeing is as a result of the news that was released by 8 a.m. this morning. You understand? I also batted this bearish move that you're seeing. I also batted this bearish move that you're seeing. You understand? So right now, please kindly note something. Where are your rejection zones for resistance? They are above the market price. So if you're looking for resistance, resistance is above. Somewhere like this, you can say this is resistance around this point. Okay. This point here is what is a resistance. This point up here is resistance. Then below your market price is what? Support. You get it, sir. Mr. Kende Adetona, I believe I've given you a direct answer to your question. You understand? Above your market price, the rejection zones you see there are called resistance. Below your market price, the rejection zones you see there are what? Are support. You understand? Okay? So let's go back to gold. Let me continue the explanation on gold so we get it. Okay? Oh, Mr. Adit. Okay. You're welcome, sir. You're welcome, sir. All right, so let's go back to gold and get the information we need to get. Okay, so on gold, I said, just like I said, I'm expecting a bearish move on gold. I'm expecting it to go down. So if it's able to break below this particular section successfully, then it should go down. But if the reverse is the case, then it should push up. And part of the reason why I would say, okay, I'm expecting a drop in gold is because if you look at it, based on the news of Israel and Hamas, you understand that the agreement to ceasefire and everything, I believe that should also bring a reaction. You understand? There will be a drop in tension or pressure on gold, like investors from the Middle East countries are investing in oil and everything and the likes. There will be a pressure that will be dropped. There won't be so much tension that will make people be saying, okay, maybe they are pulling out their funds from oil and putting it in gold. Now they will have the assurance that, okay, that's not going to be war. And because of that, Israel is not going to be attacking some of their or the oil producing countries like Iran and the likes, you understand? Once the pressure drops, you understand? So that's one reason I'm expecting price to drop. Then also, like we know, gold is paired with dollars in the market, you understand? And based on the way it is now, as of now, we're envisaging that the price of gold, of dollars, or the strength of dollars is going to increase. And when the strength of dollars increases, what are we expecting on gold? We're expecting a bearish move on what? On gold. Yes. In the global market, gold is paired with dollars. So, and their reaction is inverse. If dollars is going up, gold is going down. Once dollars is going down, gold is also what? Going up. But in this situation, because of the strength we're envisaging, or I'm envisaging on gold, on dollars, I'm expecting gold to drop. So that's my take on gold. I'm expecting a bearish move on gold. All right. So let's move to oil and see what is happening on oil. Let's move to oil and see. Oil. All right. I'm on oils now. Okay. Basically, based on what we were saying on oil, it got to this particular high and got to there's a rejection there. I remember we were talking about it, and I said once price get to a new high, one of the things we need to do is to hold on, because there's every possibility that price will what? We go back down. You understand? So as of this morning again, there's a little spike, and we can see it's not giving us any definite direction. But if we are to look at it based on what we're seeing on trend from this particular high now, let's see. Okay. Even if we're going to look at it from this point, yes, let me pick it out from this point. It's more or less like it's beginning to give us this bearish move. Then look at this horizontal line around this point. Okay. Now, based on what we're saying here, there's a zone around this particular session we're saying here. Let me mark it out so we see it. So before we can say price of oil is going to go up, if we want to really know if the price is going to go up, let it break above this particular part. Let it break above it successfully. Once it breaks above it and breaks above this trend, breaks above this fixed horizontal line and closes above this shaded part successfully, then fine, we could be looking at price moving up. In fact, if to give us a full confidence that price is going to move up, it should do a retest. And if it's unable to break it after the retest, then we're expecting a full bullish movement on oil. But if that is not the case, as far as it's unable to break this path, there should be an ease on the price of oil. It might decide to follow the trend, and once it gets here, it gets rejected and continues to push back down, yes. But based on what I said on gold, if we were to look at it, that okay, fine, there's ease on tension and every other thing, we could have the investors coming back to oil, and there could be a bullish movement on oil. That's that on oils. That's my take on oils. All right, so let's look at some of these indices and instrument like US 100, US 30, US 500, US 2000. Then we'll also look at DE 40. Okay, we'll look at DE 40 together, right? Let's go to US 100. All right, US 100. US 100. Based on what we're seeing on US 100 as of this morning, yes, just expecting a little pullback. But after that, I'm expecting a massive push on US 100. I'm expecting a massive push on US 100. All right, please, let's kindly hold on. I think I'm having a network glitch here. Thank you. Please hold on. Let me just resolve this. Thank you very much. I'm coming. Having a network glitch here. I'm still with us, please. All right. Thank you very much. I'm back now fully. So as we can see, yeah, due to the network glitch, I was unable to see the full chart. And, that is going to, if I'm unable to see the full chart, yes, it's going to affect my opinion on what the chart is saying. But based on what we are seeing now, we discovered that, yes, there was a pullback on US 100. As of this morning, again, we're still seeing. So even if it's going to go bearish, if we're expecting it to go bearish, let's hold on for price to break below this part. Let's wait for price to break below it. Once price is able to break below this particular section successfully, then and maybe a retest, then fine, we can do that. We could go for ourselves. But basically on instrument like indices, US 100, US 2000, and the likes, normally we always emphasize what? We always emphasize a bullish movement. You understand? On indices, we always emphasize a bullish movement. But if that is going to not the case here, based on what we're seeing, we should be expecting, if price should break below this, there should be a bearish movement down before any reversal. But no one can say exactly what is going to happen by Monday morning, which direction and everything. But yes, if I was to stick with it based on my own opinion, I should be expecting a strong bullish movement on US 100, a bullish movement on US 100. That's my take. That's my own opinion. Let's look at US 30 and see. Let's see what's happening on US 30. Let's see. US 30. Now, US 30 will discover that price is more or less like it's ranging. And you see, for a ranging market, like we've always said, ranging markets are known as correction zones. And because it's a ranging market, it's not giving us any definite direction as of this morning. What we need to do is what? Wait. You see, in technicals, waiting is what is a strategy on its own. So you need to learn how to what wait. In fact, what I say is this. I said, when it comes to technicals, the waiting or the patient dog eats the fattest bone. Yes, whenever it comes to technicals, the patient dog eats the fattest bone. That's my own saying on that. So please, on this market, because it's not giving us any definite direction, you wait for it first. Let it give us a clear direction of where it wants to go. Either it breaks above that particular part is ranging or breaks below. Now, whichever direction it picks, we follow. But not until it gives us that information, we are not meant to go do anything. Let's wait for a price to do what? To give us its own direction. Then we'll follow fully. We'll follow it fully. But if that is not the case, we what? We wait. So based on what we're saying on US 30 now, our advice we what? We wait. Wait. All right, so let's go to US 500. Yes, US 500. Okay, on US 500, basically, it's also in line, almost like it's even ranging now. It's just between these 2 points now, basically based on what we were saying this morning from this morning. Yes, if you can look at it, based on what we were saying from this morning, it's not giving us any clear directions too. So I'll kindly advise we do what? We wait. It's here to break outside these 2 points that it has given to us. Here to break above this or below these two movements. So let's wait for it to give us a clear cut, a clear direction. If it's going to break above that section successfully or below that section successfully, then we follow. But if that is not the case, please, let's hold on. You understand? Let's hold on. And okay. I'm not a, if we're to follow based on what we're saying here, I'll just advise, let's hold on first. Hold on, so we'll have a clean information, not to just, don't rush into the market, because when we rush into the market, we also rush out. But to be on the safe side, let's hold on. So if it's able to break below this particular section now, this zone successfully, in fact, it's able to break below it, below this part successfully. If it's able to break below this part successfully, we can go for a bearish move on US 500. So that's that on US 500. Let's look at US 2000. US 2000. With us. Still with us. Yes, US 2000. Right. Basically, from what we're seeing as of this morning, it's more or less like the indices instruments just decided to pick a path. They are not breaking above this particular session as of this morning. You understand? Is US 2000 basically what is doing for us this morning today is more of what? Ranging. It's not giving us any definite direction. So on US 2000, I will still employ us. We should what? We should wait. Let it give us a clear direction. Basically, let it give us a clear direction. It's not giving us any interesting move. So I want to advise us to rush into this market. Let's hold on and see what price wants to actually do. Then we follow the step. But if price does not move, then we hold on. And please, nobody should don't try and say, okay, I want to buy or I want to sell, because you cannot force the market to move. That's just the pure blunt truth. We can't force this market to move. Because you can't force the market to move, you have to do what? You have to wait for the market to give you what? Its own direction. If it's able to give you its direction, then you follow it successfully. But if it doesn't, you have to wait for it to give you a clear direction before you take it. Okay, so that's that on US 2000. Okay, Mr. Adeyemi Olaleka, you say you want us to look at wheat. All right, let's look at wheat. So I'm going to be giving us some opportunities for those that want us to look at one or a certain instrument for them. Just drop it on the chart. So once I see it, I'm going to be picking it. Let's look at what is happening on wheat. Let's look at what is happening on wheat. Wheat. All right, I'm with us. Okay, so basically on wheat, and see, it did a double top, and after the double top, the next thing we saw was a bearish movement, and now it has gotten to a particular demand zone here, and that's why you're seeing that price. At first, it was more or less like it tested that demand zone severally, and it was unable to break it. And that's why you're seeing on candle zero now, you're seeing more of what another bullish a candle forming there. So it's this way. If it is able to break above this particular zone now successfully, because there's a zone here, if it's able to break above this zone successfully, then we could go for our bullish move. We could go for our bullish move. Or if that is not the case, as far as is unable to break above this part, there could be a reversal movement and it will go back down, bearish, down to, it could be around this point. It could be around this point, or even go below that part. It could even go below that part, back to this point. You understand? So let's wait, let's cross our hands and see. Let's see what he wants to do. Hold on for this price to break above this particular zone successfully. If he's able to break above it successfully, we could go for our buy. But if that is not the case, if he's unable to break above it, let's say he gets into this particular zone and he dances, has some issues, struggles, if price should struggle around that part, then there could be a reversal down to this particular zone or to the next zone on wheat. That's that on wheat. Okay. Let's look at okay. Dorothy Okoje is saying DE40. Yes, DE40. We're supposed to look at DE40. Let's go to DE40. Let's go to DE40. Please and please, you want me to look at any instrument for us? Please kindly drop it on the chart. Let's see. DE40 it is. Let's go to DE40. DE40. Okay, so based on what we're seeing now on DE40, we discovered that price has gotten to a new high on DE40. Basically, as of now, price has gotten to a new high. And I won't advise you to go into an instant buy. I won't advise you to go into an instant buy on DE40. So this is what I'm going to say. Let me give us my own opinion. Hold on for price to break above this zone successfully. Now, if price is able to move above, because remember when price got to this new high, there was a rejection. In fact, the rejection, a full Marubozu candle was what was created, and we would have expected that price would go down, but it closed on a zone. And after that, price has pushed back to the upside slowly. Now it's getting close to that same side again. It got rejected. So if price is able to break above this zone successfully, one of the things I want us to look out for is a retest. If price is able to retest that zone and does not break below it, then the continuation of the buy. Yes, then I'll pitch my tent fully with who? The buys, the bulls. You understand? The buyers in the market. But if it goes above and breaks back below, then I'll kindly advise you hold on because there could be a bearish movement from that. You understand? But for now, let's wait and see what price wants to do. Wait and see what price wants to do on DE40. In fact, if okay. Okay, so based on what we're seeing here now, we just need to hold on for price. It's either it goes above this zone or it gets rejected back to the downside. Wait for price to break above this zone successfully, if possible, a retest before we can now go forward our buy. That's that on the DE40. Okay, so yes, I've said that you want me to look at any instrument. Please kindly drop it on the chat section for me so I can see it. Drop it on the chat section for me so I can see it. Yes. You want me to look at any instrument for us? We still got time. Sometimes we still have like some 8 minutes and some seconds still remaining. So please and please, you want me to look at any instrument? Kindly drop it on the chat. Let's do that. Let's do that now, please. Drop it on the chat so we'll look at it while that is going on. Or you have any question you want to ask, you can drop it on the chat. Let's see. We'll look at some of these instruments. Okay, let's look at okay, this is GBP JPY. GBP JPY, and remember, just like the news came out on GBP, it came out bearish. Looking at the move on GBP JPY, you discovered that for a while it's been bearish. It's been bearish for a while on GBP JPY. It's been coming down. I think the bearish movement started since around 7th of January, and it's been coming down, coming down. Now it has gotten to this particular zone here, and price is having is struggling around that part. So if price is able to break below that part, there should be a continuation. But if that does not happen, there could be a reversal back to the upside. Okay. Okay, CC, you're saying I should look at gold. Idris Badamasi saying, sir, looking at US 100 from 1 hour time frame, it's kind of giving a lower high and lower low. Okay. With you. Also look at dollar index. Okay. This is what we're going to do now. Look at gold. Yes, I'll look at gold. Let me look at gold so we'll see it again. On gold, basically, on gold, like I said, I'm expecting the price to drop on gold. That's why you see this particular zone is being shaded out. If it's able to close below this particular part successfully, go for your sell. That's my take on gold. I'm expecting price to drop on gold. Like I said, this morning I'm expecting a bearish movement on gold. Yes, a bearish movement. So gold should what? Should drop. It should sell. So if it's able to sell successfully, we should make a good massive profit from it. Once it breaks below this part, there will be a massive push on it to go where to go back down. And remember, I told us once dollar gains strength in the market, gold is paired with who? With dollars. And once dollars has strength, you see gold going down. If dollars is weak, you see gold moving back to the upside. But yes, there are times that dollars can be strong going up and you see gold going up. And that's when we say there's a lot of pressure due to the little war between Israel, Hamas, and the Middle East countries. You understand? But as of now, yesterday, information reaching us based on what we've been seeing globally said that Israel, Hamas, they've agreed to ceasefire, exchange of their hostages and the likes. You understand? So with that, there should be an ease. You understand, on the whole tension or pressure in the Middle East country. So that alone is also another information that is given that strength to expect price of gold to what? To drop. That's my take on gold. You understand? I'm expecting gold to also what? To also drop. Let's look at US 100 from what you say it's giving. Okay, US 100. Now, based on what the information that was given, I gave to us this morning, I said yes, on indices, we always expect a bullish movement, you understand? And if you're talking about the trend, this is one, this is another one here, yes, but fine. I'm expecting the price to still, if it's unable to break below this particular section that has been shaded out for us, I'm expecting the price to push back to the upside on US 100. I'm expecting it to push back where? To the upside. Now, that is still doing this doesn't mean that the candle is yet to close. Yes, it could still go back up. Or even if it closes like this, the next candle that will come up could be a reversal, a pushback to the upside. You understand? So I'm just expecting price to break below this part if I'm to go for a sell. You understand? If it breaks below this particular zone, yes, I could go for my bearish move. But if the reverse is the case, I'm expecting price to still what? To still push up. That's just it. So that's my take on US 100. You understand? Okay. Euro CHF, Euro GBP by Good Friday, Asemota. All right, I'm coming. Okay. Okay. It was. All right, so yes, I know that most of the time, a lot of people have always seen it like, okay, the dollar index will also determine how the market moves sometimes and everything. Yes, once in a while it happens like that, but sometimes the market can also be trickish on its own. But if you look at it based on what we're saying here, if we are to follow the zones, you discover that there's a zone around this point. And price is having issues, is struggling around that same area. So if price is unable to break above that area, it's not going anywhere. You understand? But if we are to look at it based on what we're saying on the trend, based on trend lines, let's see, based on the trend, it's been dropping. You understand? Based on what we're saying, price has been what? Has been dropping down. If I'm to look at it from this point, let's look at it from the tip here. Price has been dropping, and that's why you're seeing price also respected that trend. So as far as price is unable to break this trend on USD, IDX is expected to what? To drop. I'll expect price to what? To drop on USDX. You understand? All right, so let's look at, okay, AY, you're saying GBP AUD, that will be the last for the day. That was the last for the day. So let me look at Euro CHF, Euro GBP, then we'll look at GBP AUD, and we'll call it a day. So Euro CHF is the next instrument we're looking at, Euro CHF, okay? Euro CHF. All right, I'm on Euro CHF now. Euro CHF, okay? Based on what we're seeing here now, let me click it. Let me see it from this trend. Okay. Okay. So I'll say yes, it's been more of a downward trend, but around this point, there's a zone here. Let me see. There's a zone around this point. That's what we're expecting. Price is still coming back now. So if price should get to this point and is unable to break below this point, I'm expecting a pushback to the upside. But once price is able to break below this particular section, we should expect price to drop. It could drop as low as it could drop up to this particular section here. Price could get to as low as this particular price on Euro CHF. But if that is not the case, if it's unable to break below this particular part, there could be a reversal back and it breaks above the trend and moves back to the upside. You understand? So that's that on Euro CHF. Then let's look at Euro GBP. Euro GBP. Let's look at Euro GBP. Euro GBP. Here it is. Just like we said, the reaction you're seeing on Euro GBP is as a result of the news that was released by 8 a.m. In fact, you can see that it gapped up from this point. There's a little gap. It gapped up and continued the bullish movement. And that's gotten to that particular high. That particular high is a supply zone. Is a supply zone. You discover that all the time price got to that point, there was a rejection. So now let's wait and see what is going to happen once this candle closes. Is it going to break above this section and continue the bullish movement, or there will be a retest? If it breaks above it successfully, and there's a retest and does not break below this particular zone again, there should be a continuation in that move. In fact, if you look at it basically from the past, you discover that it's been more of a bullish movement on Euro GBP. At first, it ranged, then it broke above that part, moved up, got to this particular zone now, and it's also having issues. But once it's okay, it's already 9 and a new candle is beginning to form. So let's hold on and see what this particular candle 0 will do. Is it going to break above it or there's going to be a rejection? Once there's a rejection, then it's going to go back down. It's not breaking above that zone. That's just it. Okay, so let's look at the last instrument, which is GBP AUD. GBP AUD. Let's look at GBP AUD. All right, I'm with us on that. GBP AUD. Okay, on GBP AUD, it's been more of a bearish movement. And in fact, basically, based on what I'm seeing now, it's more or less like a double bottom around here. It came down to this point, got rejected now around this point. So this is what I'm going to say. On a double bottom, we're expecting a buy move. We're expecting the price to what? To go up on double bottom. Anytime you see a double bottom, you expect the price to do what? To reverse back to the upside. And you can see it's even on a demand zone. And because it's on a demand zone, price currently is having some issues around that point. That's why you're seeing that it's struggling. Price is struggling. So if it's unable to go below this particular session, there should be a reversal back to the upside on GBP AUD. Yes. But based on pattern, GBP AUD, these are an interesting point for us to go for what? A buy. A buy. Yes, based on pattern, double bottom, it's an interesting point for us to do what? To go for a buy. So that's that on today's morning market review. And like we all know, the market is going to close today by 10 p.m., but we always advise that you close ahead of the market like 8, so you save yourself from stories that touches the heart. So yes, I wish us a lovely weekend ahead and a fruitful Monday morning during the inauguration day that we'll be able to make some good profits for ourselves. Thank you very much. Mr. Kendi Aditona, I hear what you say. Thank you too. It's been wonderful having everyone around. Have a lovely weekend ahead. Bye for now.